Good morning everybody. Today we're going to be doing a pop-up card. I've done one example for you, but the card itself is a birthday cake pop-up card. This one, there's the front, and it's parcels, birthday parcels. I gave you the measurements for the tiers for the birthday cake, and also I've given you the scores, but I'll just remind you again, we're going to lay that on there at the 8.5 because it's 8.5 all the way around, and score at 0.5, 4.5 and 8 centimetres. The second tier was 8 by 7.5. Lay it along the 8 centimetre and score at 0.5, 4.5 and 7.5. And the last tier, the smallest tier, was 7.5 by 6.5. Lay the 7.5 across the top and score at 0.5, 4.5 and 7 centimetres. Right, that's that for the moment. And then your piece of card that it's all going to go into is 14 by 28 and scored down the middle. Right, let's make a start. So the first thing to do is to burnish all these score lines, all coming inwards. Okay, so put them to one side just for the moment. On the piece of card that you've got, I'm going to cover the inside first of all before I attach these. So I've got two pieces of card, paper, sorry, 13.5 by 13.5. I'll put those on first. Right, that's that done. So the inside of the card's covered. Next thing to do is take your tiers, and where you've got the smaller scores there, we're going to put tape on those, double-sided tape. You can use the red, or it's far better to use tape than glue because it will take a while for the glue to dry, and you need to have an instant stick really. So just tape those small edges. What I've done is I've actually decorated the tiers of the cake before I've attached them, mainly because it's difficult to get at. So that's my 3 tiers. Okay, so the first one, I'm going to put some paper on the top there. Can you see? On the top. So I'll just attach that to start with. Now on the other pieces, you're going to attach the card, the paper, sorry, to the largest, the smallest of the score lines. Can you see you've got the small one, a bigger one, slightly smaller, and then that one. We're going on the slightly smaller one. Just make sure that's not hanging over too much. That's it. There's the last one. There. Right. Now we come to attaching the cake. So we take the largest one to start with, and what we're going to do is take off the bottom piece of tape, not the top piece for the moment. Now we're going to lay that, I'm going to do it upside down so you can see, lay the centre mark on the centre mark of the card and make sure it's level each side, okay, and then just flip that underneath like so. And then we take the top piece off and keeping it flat, do the same thing. And you'll end up with the first tier of your cake. So the next one, we're going to take the top piece off, not the bottom piece to start with. Take the top piece of tape off, and this time I'm going to make sure that's folded underneath that one, and we're going to bring that to the centre, but we're going to make it 1/2 centimetre. If you want to use your ruler you can, so 1/2 centimetre, that's spot on. So the first thing to do is to attach the top part, and once you're happy, take the bottom piece of tape off. And flick that underneath. Good burnish there, and you've got 2 tiers. And we're going to do exactly the same for this one. Top one off, and the top one is obviously the one that you've covered with some paper. Lay that on there, tuck that underneath, making sure that's 1/2 centimetre. I'll just do a quick measure. Yep, 1/2 centimetre, tuck that underneath. I'll take the bottom part off with a little bit more ease than the other one, I think, I hope. Yes. And flick that underneath, like that. Nicely scored. And there we go. Plan it all out. That's it. And there we have it. So what I'm going to do now is just to decorate the front a little bit of the cakes. And I'm going to just trim that little piece off because that's annoying me. That's it. Perfect. Now I'm going to decorate the fronts. Now I've already done these. The papers for this would be 7.5 by 3.5 for the bigger one, 7.5 by 3 for the middle one, and 6.5 by 2.5 for the smaller of the three. So I'm just going to attach that to there. And the middle one. And the top one. Like so. I'm going to put a small greeting down here. Flat. There. And I'm going to attach a candle, I think, in the middle of there. So it's probably a glue dot job. Trim that down slightly. And I'm going to put that there, like so. Okay, and then the banner, I didn't trim enough off, so I'll just trim that off. And then I've done a little banner which I'm going to place there. Good. And there we go. Now we're going to put this inside another card. Now the other card is 15 by 30. And that is going to attach to the top part. That's it. And then over there. Perfect. Take that candle out. Take a bit more off because it's sticking up over the card when you close it. Just check. That's better. So that's there. Now I'm going to decorate the top of the card, and I've already done some of it. that one. And I've got a happy birthday, so I'm just going to glue that on. It. So there you go. Front of the card, and then opened up, and there you have the birthday cake. Okay, thank you. Right, that's it for another week. Next week we're going to be making a pull-out flip card. I know this week's been a little bit more complicated than normal, but I think the end results are well worth it. So you can alter it, you don't have to do a cake, you can always make it into presents. Right, I'll see you all next week. Oh, by the way, Rafa lost, and I'm in mourning. I'll see you all next week. Bye.